And ladies and gentlemen, we are now live on the podcast channel. I thought tonight's game was going to be a complete poop show. It really wasn't. It was a really good game. It was really close. Not too many mistakes. This Bengals O-line is just absolutely atrocious, but Joe Burrow still showed us that he did. I mean, the man looks like a veteran out there. There's no other way to put it. Like, he was really good. He scored actually a ton of fantasy points. So it's crazy. It's sneaky.
He had 23 from our league, so that's a solid day. 23 points.
23 fantasy points? Yeah, man, that's really good. Wow. And so
he's still on waivers too in some leagues.
In a lot of leagues.
I've seen him. Yeah, a lot of leagues actually.
I just added
one QB.
Gardner Minshew off free agency. I added Daniel Jones last week off free agency, and Burrow is less rostered than those two guys. So most definitely, you can go get Burrow, but in a one QB league, you don't really need him.
You should tell the people the strategy about how you just punt the QB in a 10-team league, and then because of this reason. Yeah, well,
I've always been. People try to deny this, but everyone's going to be shifting towards Superflex. It's just going to happen because QBs are just absolutely worthless. There's just really nothing. Like, there's no reason to go draft a QB. The only time I draft a QB in the mid to early rounds is if they got rushing upside, because I can get that that super upside to make my quarterback a top 3. Get a top 3 quarterback. There's just really no need in a 10-team league, even in a 12-team league. It's like there's just the least scarce. This year it's been the least scarce position.
I agree.
We've just seen Burrow put up a lot of points. I'm actually on the Drew Sample train, just based on volume alone. I'm gonna go and add Drew Sample.
Who?
CJ Uzomah, the receiving tight end.
Oh, yeah, his backup
for the Bengals.
Got it.
Suffered Achilles injuries. Looks pretty bad. I'm assuming he's going to be done for the year. And just by simple math, guys are starting Logan Thomas this week. And I told one guy to start Logan Thomas. And it's like, it's not a great option. You don't want to do that.
Can you explain who he is? Because some people.
Let's explain to the people at home who Logan Thomas is.
Logan
Thomas.
I feel like he's not a known name.
I believe was a tight end in maybe high school or something, and then in quarterback. Oh God! I hope I'm not. Can you fact check? The story doesn't make any sense, but because he was athletic, they tried to make him a quarterback. And
that happened.
He sucked, and so he went back to being a tight end, and he made it to the NFL.
Like in the NFL, they tried to make.
No, it was quarterback in college.
Oh, was it a big school or a small school?
I don't. You can be Google. You can help me out by instead of interrogating me, do some Logan Thomas fact checking for me while I'm talking. And then he went back to tight end. I believe at the end of college he went back to tight end. If not, he went back to tight end early on in the NFL. He didn't really do anything in the NFL, like third string tight end, whatnot. Now
he was a starting quarterback for the Virginia Tech Hokies, who also had Michael Vick. So that's pretty accomplished. Like, you must be good.
Virginia Tech's a big school.
Yeah, that's not a small school to be a quarterback.
But I don't think he was good.
Well, he started, so that's pretty. You're talented.
Probably the down years of Virginia, the dark year.
Yeah,
one dark year for that school. But then he went back to tight end, and now he flat out beat Jeremy Sprinkle, who was slated to be the number 1 tight end, who kind of sucks, and so now. He's a clear-cut starting tight end, and he's not that bad. I think Drew Sample is better than Logan Thomas. I think he has that top 10, top 15 tight end upside. We know one thing for sure. The Bengals are going to need to throw the ball. It's pretty much already settled that the Bengals are probably the worst team. Who are the 3 worst teams, right? You would say the worst. Who's going to have the top 3? That's not even a team anymore.
Oh yeah, the
You.
Washington football team.
They actually were the 1-0, but
I know, but
I'd
still.
say the Dolphins,
Okay, yeah, the Dolphins
the
for sure.
Bengals,
Bengals.
the third one I don't know.
Um, Jaguars. Or
They're
do you
one
like
and
the
zero,
Jaguars? Yeah, that doesn't. I mean, you
but
can get
Minshew's
lucky.
good.
Okay.
I mean, they beat the
Um.
Colts. That's not like, I mean, that was a big surprise. Sure, it's only been one game. I get that, but
Right.
yeah, I don't know, but definitely Bengals are bottom three. I think Bengals are
Mm,
the worst team.
okay.
Their O line sucks. Their defense
No argument
sucks.
here.
Yeah, it's hard to argue against that. Drew
Yeah.
Sample, 9 targets, 7 receptions, 45 yards. And man, like, how can you pass up that volume? I already know one of these other guys is gonna get hurt. It's the Bungles. Like, someone's gonna get hurt out here. Whether it's AJ Green who almost got hurt, or John Ross is injury prone. Someone's gonna get hurt. Um, yeah, I'm all aboard the Drew Sample train. More as a tight end too. Like, I'm not gonna pump him that much. He definitely was not the receiving tight end on the Bengals. Not slated to be, but I mean, he is now. And yeah, what were your thoughts on the game, Thursday night
I thought
game?
it was more exciting than a lot of people thought it was gonna be. I thought it was gonna be a toilet bowl, poop bowl. But it wasn't. It was actually very entertaining. Kind of reminded me of like a exciting college game. You know what I mean? It was good to see Odell finally show, some flashes of the old Odell with that long touchdown catch. That was pretty exciting. He looks healthy. I know he's been training hard. He had a pretty bad season last year, but he was, recovering from that injury still. So if Odell's back, that's great. I think he hasn't been fantasy relevant really for a while now, so it was good to see that. Another thing I noticed that Kareem Hunt, he looks like the Kareem Hunt that was on the Chiefs. So it's going to be interesting to see like how that impacts, Nick Chubb's fantasy numbers moving forward. And I think that Hunt will be a lot more involved this season than last year. So I don't know how that's going to affect things, but it's an interesting dynamic to pay attention
Yeah,
to.
Baker Mayfield's not that good. Like, I think it's pretty
No.
evident. The pass game's not great, but the Stefanski game, the run game is really good, and the Bengals made him look a little bit better, sure. But the run game's really good. And when it's looking that good, when you're getting 7 to 8 yards every time your running back touches the ball with ease, then, the play action, the deep passes, they just open up with guys like Odell. So yeah, the Browns are an okay team. Thank you to the live chat for those of you tuning in. They have reported, we forgot about the worst team. I think it's a tie. So the number 32 team, ladies, we'll name our bottom three. We'll start off with number 30. So number 30 is the Miami Dolphins. That's number 30. And then we have a tie at 32 between the Jets
Oh,
and the
the
Bugs. We
Jets.
forgot.
How could I forget?
Bad quarterback, bad O-line. They traded away Jamal Adams. Le'Veon Bell's hurt. And Germ picked up Frank Gore?
Yeah, that happened. That's real.
I think this is a little too early for Germ. Let's wait on that 5 minutes. Let's let it marinate. Let's let that Germ. Let's let it marinate really quick.
Terminate.
Yeah. Put it in a Ziploc bag, shake it up, put it in the fridge, let it germinate for 5 minutes. We'll get back to that. Because I really want to talk about Jonathan Taylor. I think right now, and correct me if I'm wrong, this is how I see it. This is the only guy I'll ever tell you guys ever in my whole life. Because I think it's technically, this is a buy high. It's hard to even say those words. This is a buy high. This is a buy high. Because people, I mean, a lot of my friends are analysts and whatnot. I'm in the industry. They're calling this a buy low. But this is a buy high. I mean, yeah, he didn't have a huge game. He had a good game, not a big game. But there's no one's dumb enough not to know that Marlon Mack is out. No one is that dumb. No one is like what, we don't have the internet, but we play fantasies. Like, everyone knows that Marlon Mack's done for the year. It's the number one in NFL news. Like, there's no news bigger than that. So everyone knows Marlon Mack is out that for the rest of the year. Thus, Jonathan Taylor now is a buy high. But you don't have to buy him that high. You can still get him somewhat cheap. You know, obviously with Mack, okay, this is how I'm going to quantify it for you guys. Let's say Mack was healthy, or let's say, we're a week, 7 days ago, right? Mack was healthy. You can get Jonathan Taylor, then you can get him like 75% off. Now, that's a big sale. That's a huge sale. You're going shopping, you're trying to buy a car, right? $100,000 car of your dreams, $25,000 now. Still brand new. Baby, that's a deal. Now, you're only getting 33% off. That's still great, though. That's still a great deal. This guy could be the next NFL star. I got the stats loaded up right here. Player profiler. I mean, man, 98th percentile 40-yard dash, 99th percentile speed score. This guy's an absolute beast. If that O-line can stay healthy, oh my God, it's going to be great. Now, everyone's on the Nahim Heinz train. I love him. He's great in PPR. I think he's a must-add in waivers. A lot of people, not just our leagues, Mike, are transitioning to FAB, but a lot of people that follow me on Twitter and people that ask me have transitioned to FAB too. Now, I'm not with spending a lot of FAB on Nahim Heinz. Spending the number one waiver wire claim, I'd do that in full PPR. What do you think? Full PPR number one waiver claim? Would you?
Oh, for sure.
You'd
yeah.
do it?
No
I
doubt.
would. I wouldn't. I'm not dying to do it, but I'd probably do it. FAB, I wouldn't spend too much. 20% of my FAB only in full PPR, only about 11% of FAB in non-PPR.
How about Alvin, who dropped him before the first week and then had to spend like half his budget to pick him back up?
Yeah, he doesn't. He's probably also a FAB noob and probably doesn't realize how bad of a mistake that was.
Yeah, well, he does. That's why.
He is. That's right. Yeah,
he's like, oh, I can't believe I did that.
I was specifically talking about just the FAB part, but yeah, him actually going out a limb.
He's done it before. He's done.
Oh, he has. Yeah, him going on a limb and drafting him in round 11 or 12, wherever he got him. Yeah, it makes it way more epic. Yeah, you probably didn't need to drop him.
Yeah,
like, he's a running back, bro. You drafted him, like.
Right.
Like, I drafted Justin. Justin Jefferson's like way more droppable than Nahim Heinz.
But that's my rule. My rule that a lot of people should follow, I think, is like, if you draft a guy, do not drop him until you see them play one game at least. That's my like.
It's
my
a
thing.
great
like,
golden
never drop
rule.
People before.
It's great.
Yeah, like every time you do it before, always bad.
Yeah, I drop Chase Claypool in that league I'm in with you, but I had to. He was just a flyer for defense.
Mean,
that's
not the same.
That's still the golden rule that you need to follow. But I'm just giving that small example for weirdos like me and people in weird deep leagues. There is you can drop some players, but yeah, man, you gotta wait he drafted him for a reason. Obviously, he drafted. Like, I was wrong about Hines. He drafted him because he had faith with Phillip Rivers. It's full PPR. He had faith that Phillip Rivers was going to throw to his running back, and Nahim Heinz is a great pass catching running back. That we always knew that. He's quick. He's a great pass catcher. But here's the thing, guys. After Mack was hurt, and I wish I had the numbers in front of me. I can actually go dig them up possibly. After Mack was hurt, Jonathan Taylor was the guy actually. It wasn't all Nahim Heinz. And so this is indicating to us, and I know this is how football works. Jonathan Taylor is the guy. He will be the guy going forward. I believe also 6 receptions for 60 yards, I'm guessing, for Jonathan Taylor. Is that right? Looking it up right now.
Well, what's good about the situation is that they have Phillip Rivers as their quarterback, right? So everyone knows that when he was on the Chargers, he would throw a lot of passes to Austin Eckler out in the flat, even though Gordon was the main running back. But what that says to me is that he has enough, their offense has enough to go around in order to spread the ball So both of the running backs can be fantasy relevant, in my opinion.
9 attempts, 6 targets, 6 receptions, 67 yards. I was pretty close.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm the type of guy to hold on to my FAB as long as I can. It's always worked out for me well, and then once I need something, I go and splurge. I got to see that right time.
That's my strategy too, I think.
I saw you splurge on Myles Gaskins one time though.
Oh, wait, I didn't get that one. That was a weird format. I didn't know if that was like $100 was my full budget for the week, or like, I don't know, or for the whole season. I don't know. I was like,
what league was that?
That's the Empire League. I didn't know what to do.
Yeah, that's per season.
That's the whole budget's $100. It said 100 was the max I could bid. I was like, I thought it was for the week.
How much did you spend on Gaskin?
$100.
What?
Yeah, I didn't know. I didn't know that was the whole budget. I thought it was only.
But wait, so the only reason you thought that was just because it was a small amount, right?
Yeah, exactly.
That's how your brain.
Yeah. So I made a boo-boo?
You're not a numbers guy. Yeah, I mean it's just the number. You can set it to whatever.
I know, but 100, like that's so small.
Yeah, but it doesn't. What matters is so look, this is what Royal says. I'd spend 30% in my opinion. See, when we discuss this, when we give advice, we talk in percentages. Now I make it 1,000 just so there's less ties, and it's the percentage that matters.
That makes sense. That makes sense. So 1,000 makes sense.
Hey, I gave some commish duties to Scope. 100,000. Don't. It's not a. I like 1,000, but when people say to 100, it's totally fine. So you really, I'm here right now. You really.
Yeah, so now I can't get anyone. That sucks.
No way.
I swear I didn't know.
Let me see.
Oh, I did it. Trust me.
Oh my God, you got. I'm just making. You have $0.
I know. Can I have some back or what?
Let me just double check because I don't even think that.
No, I did.
No. Sure. Let me double check that it's not for the entire. I don't even think there's a setting.
Well, I mean, it's whatever. I'm not gonna lose sleep over it, but
that
means I lost
over
already.
Myles.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lose sleep over blowing my budget on Myles Gaskin.
Oh, in the Dynasty League.
I hate Dynasty. I already know I hate it. I can tell. So I'm not a Dynasty guy. I'm just not.
The thing, I'm not even big on college football, and I still like Dynasty a lot. Like I really like Dynasty. You get to keep the team.
I don't
you
want
build an empire.
I like to refresh every year. I want you. I don't
want
to have the
we
same
refresh
guy
every week Saturdays on Drafters. That's how we do beat the brain. Yeah. Oh man. FAB bidding. I'm checking right now.
I did it.
No, sure. I know I'm checking if it's for the week. Now there's not even a setting.
Not. I could already.
Yeah, there's not even a setting. Yeah, like I thought.
So it's okay. I get it.
Mike blew his wad on Myles Gaskins. He blew
I wish it was for a good player.
He blew the Gaskins.
I blew the Gaskins.
Yeah, like if it was a Heinz or Malcolm Brown, it wouldn't.
Then I'd be like, whatever. Watch Myles Gaskin become a star.
Bro, if he's a star, that would be so sick.
That would be sick. But that's not happening. He's on the Dolphins.
You know what? I'm not trying to make you feel better. I'm not that type of guy. I just give it to you straight, and I give it to the audience straight. Now that you spent $100, it's kind of like those guys who are running around with a warrant and they finally get arrested, and they're so relieved.
Right.
They're like this.
Yeah, it's like I don't have to think anymore. Like it's gone. Like I'm done.
You know what you do when you want a guy? I already know. You're bidding $0. You got no choice. You're purely free agency, baby. That's it.
That's true. I like that. You're right.
You know what? Alvin is not in that. He doesn't have that zen. He's in the middle always. He's like, should I splurge? Should I spend? And every time he's gonna be like, oh, I shouldn't have splurged on Heinz. And like he's always at a disadvantage. You got nothing to lose, baby.
It's all house money.
Yeah,
I'm going on house
money. You know you're getting life in prison. I mean, you might as well go out to the bar.
Right.
Put on your Gio Bernard mustache. Put on a hat. Put on sunglasses, And
Scarf.
put on a scarf and go make it happen. Everyone in the Discord's pissed off at Gio Bernard getting so many snaps.
I would be too after Joe Mixon.
Yeah, I couldn't.
That's why you don't draft Joe Mixon. That's the one.
I told
rule.
them. I told them to draft. I told people to draft them.
I know, but you do that every year, and then every year it's bad. So I don't know why you keep doing it. It's never been good. So.
Sorry. I apologize, everyone. I made some boo-boos this year. Overall, I think it's been good though. But there has been some boo-boos. We'll talk about Germ.
Okay.
Any fears, Vince says, any fears that Taylor and Wilkins become a timeshare with Heinz receiving majority pass?
Jordan Wilkins?
Yeah, I mean, Jordan Wilkins had, 3 or 4 career, good games. I don't think
How many
so.
running backs do they have? Do they have like an endless supply of running backs on that team?
I know some teams would love that.
Like the Niners.
Nah, I don't think so. I mean, I laughed at that. I mean, sure, Jonathan Taylor's a rookie and it could happen, but I don't see it happening. I think Jonathan Taylor, whether it be via efficiency or some other way, I mean, we just saw 2 running backs absolutely ball out, 24 points apiece for Hunt and Chubb. 25. So 24 for Hunt, 26 for Chubb. Ooh la la. That's, so I think Jonathan Taylor with that O-line, I think he'll be fine regardless. Royal says, Couch, does this logic make sense to you? If you spend 300 FAB on a player in week 1, you get that player for 16 weeks instead of spending 300 FAB on a player in week 8 and only getting 8 weeks out. No, that's not really the logic there. That the math you did is correct, but the math doesn't matter because when people in a 10-team half PPR league, when people blow their wad and splurge, let's get some water and drool emojis in the chat, please. On Nahim Heinz, they're benching him. And now, when and if, let's just say if, let's say it's not even a likely scenario, but if something happens, a Latavius Murray or Pollard's on the waivers, if something bad happens, you don't have the firepower to make that happen. And we're talking about top 5 running back potential. If something were to happen to Kamara, Latavius, top 5. If something were to happen to Zeke, Tony Pollard, what is he, top 5, top 7? That's incredible. And so you're going to get Nahim Heinz, and then you're probably going to bench him, okay? Same thing with even Malcolm Brown, who's my number 1 waiver ad. If you spend 30% on Malcolm Brown, he's not going to be good every week. I'm telling you right now. That's a straight running back by committee. Yeah, he looked good. Yeah, the Rams offense is decent, but the Cowboys defense wasn't great either. So we're going to see a lot of weeks where Malcolm Brown's not going to be good. And now you just spent 30% on a player that's giving you bad points, that you're benching. So, that's why I like saving up for some real firepower. Now, it's totally fine to do that if you absolutely need basically if you don't know how to draft. If you don't know how to draft, you didn't draft a running back, then yeah, go get, I mean, you should go spend and get a running back, right? Like, if you need Heinz, I need Heinz as my RB2. I need Malcolm Brown as my RB2. Yeah, then you got to do that. That also means you don't know how to draft. So that's a bigger picture. So that's why, yeah, your math is right. And if you break it down, I got this player for $11 per week because I spent 316 weeks. Yeah, the math is correct, but it ain't gonna win you games. You know what I mean? This isn't about having a safe weekly budget. This is about getting wins. So if I'm gonna splurge and get 2 wins off a guy like almost guaranteed, then that's great. Then I'll spend 100% of my FAB. But to get a guy who's going to be mediocre and on your bench, even if you got him 16 weeks, it don't matter because you might end up even dropping him. So you might drop it. Okay, Royal says doesn't make sense to him. as well. MT for JT right now, PPR 12 team. I have Devontae Adams. I would go get Jonathan Taylor for sure. Mike, would you trade away Mike Thomas to get Jonathan Taylor, 12 team PPR?
Michael Thomas? Because there's
The
a
real-
Mike Thomas on the Bengals.
Yeah, the real Mike Thomas.
Who scored, actually.
The real Michael Thomas of the Saints.
real Michael Thomas.
The one with less fantasy points right now.
So trade him for Jonathan Taylor right now? Yeah, if you could do that, yeah.
Me and Mike both enthusiastically agree.
For sure.
We give you our enthusiastic consent.
We should talk about this Michael Thomas injury for those who drafted him in the first round with their first pick. Like, what do you think realistically happens? When does he come back, and who should assume those targets? Is it Emmanuel Sanders? Is it Traequan Smith? Like, what's going to happen there?
The Saints are keeping this as quiet as possible. It seems like he's going to be out multiple weeks.
Looks bad. Sounds bad to me.
Sounds like a 4+ week injury to me.
I think it's going to be like 7 weeks.
Yeah.
That's my prediction.
He's gonna want to come back before that. Even if you're right, he'll come back before that and ruin it.
That's true.
Yeah,
that's
he won't miss more than 6 weeks.
Probably 5 is a good number.
Yeah, let's just say 4. Because right now the Saints are saying maybe he'll play Monday.
Yeah.
So let's just say 4. That's a long time. So it's
a high ankle sprain, by the way. This is what Saquon dealt with last season.
And it's a wide receiver. Like, he needs an ankle.
Yeah.
Like, he needs it. For sure.
Yeah.
He runs.
Sure.
What does he do, guys? He runs slants. He needs it.
Well,
for the folks at home who don't know who Mike Thomas is, there's a safety in the New York Giants called Mike Thomas. There's also safety the Rams, I believe, released, and now is on the Bengals, absolutely balling out, ruining fantasy teams, named Mike Thomas. Mike, someone in your league pulled a oopsie poopsie.
Yes.
And did they draft the fake Mike Thomas?
Yeah, they drafted him in like the 6th round or something.
He
thought he was pulling a fast round. Yeah, he thought he was pulling a fast one on us. But why? My question is, why is his sticker even like there? You know what I mean? Like,
okay, don't blame the sticker company. First of all, don't blame the sticker company for giving you more for your buck. All right? If you give me an extra 20 stickers, I'm not going to complain. If you got Geno Smith sticker on there, I'm not complaining. Why would you complain?
They knew what they were doing, though. They knew what they were
doing. By the way, this is Mike's. This is a money league, like a serious money league, right?
Yeah.
This is Mike's money league with the in person, the draft board. This is last year, 2019.
Yeah,
the 6th round. So this guy did a little Michael Jackson dance, little spin. He did he's like, and then he
like put it on the board like emphatically, like, yeah, like, gotcha.
I found, guess what's sick? I got Mike, and it says Rams wide receiver on it. LAR.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, that was probably the biggest like faux pas I've seen, honestly, in a live draft, for sure.
And then you guys made him keep it?
Yeah, oh yeah. We're like, it's on the board. Like, that's,
Yeah,
because picks happened too after that, before we realized.
Oh, you guys didn't even realize it?
No, I think it was one pick. But anyways, as soon as the sticker's on the board, that's it. Like, you can't take a sticker off.
Yeah, well, to be fair, like, if it's a big money league, if it was me, I would I wouldn't say anything until way later. I'm a jerk like that.
Right.
Like, I mean, people can call me whatever names they want. It's all about, I want to demolish my opponents and win. And if someone's a complete, I mean, that's like a negative 200 IQ move. If someone's that stupid, because that's hard to beat. Like, give me a story right now in the live chat that's more dumber than that. That is so dumb. That the guy, and he slapped the sticker, probably put it on crooked and everything, slapped it. He thought he's smarter than everyone. He's like, I got Mike Thomas in round 6. We're talking about a money league. Was it $100? Something like that?
It's like $250.
$250 buy-in?
Yeah.
Oh,
it's a work league.
Yeah, that's a
with salespeople.
that's a big buy to slap the fake Mike Thomas up there. Did he win?
No, he's horrible. Every year he loses. It was very on brand,
Yeah.
Very on brand.
Oh God. Yeah, I mean, someone did bid 113 on James Conner, but I'm not even gonna say that's that dumb.
I mean, I blew my wad on Myles Gaskin, so
Yeah,
I mean, no one's perfect.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
this is your first year doing FAB, right?
Right.
But
Right.
you get the appeal to it though, at least.
I do
okay,
get it.
Good.
Yeah.
That's good. You're a good
Yeah.
sport about. You're not like FAB
Right.
sucks after this experience.
No.
You're learning. It's all good. Like FAB
I'm all
is
about
great.
innovation. I'm all
Yeah.
about pushing things forward. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's
That's
got
my whole
it. It's
thing.
the other. It's either A or B. A, you push it forward, innovate, or B, you get left behind.
Exactly.
Like we got to do it. So the discussion was we're talking about the Saints. It's gonna be Emmanuel Sanders. Now, I don't know if the guy's that good anymore, but
It's old.
yeah, Drew Brees is that good though. I think Drew Brees can make Emmanuel Sanders look good enough for our fantasy team. So I got Emmanuel Sanders, my top 15, top 16 wide receiver this week on my rankings. He's gonna get the volume. He's got a great matchup.
Great matchup.
Jared Cook's going to get his. Now, Traequan Smith hype, he's worth an ad, but guys, he's very inconsistent. Traequan Smith is a straight up 2 or 20 fantasy point type of guy.
Yeah, too volatile.
And so when we play fantasy, we're talking head to head, right? You got a 50% chance to win. And when you got a 50% chance to win, you usually don't want to start guys that can get you 2 points. It's not good. That's what I do in tournaments. In tournaments, I start these crazy guys like Mike Thomas, fake Mike Thomas. That's a tournament play. But yeah, you probably don't want to start Traequan Smith. Now, if you're in a 16-team league, Traequan Smith is a great guy to start. I think you can't do much better. Let me load up the couch draft party. Let's make fun of Germ some more because I like that segment. Last year. For those that don't know, we had our couch draft party league. It was very successful yet again. We did it virtual draft though this time. And Germ, of course, we had JT O'Sullivan, former Niners quarterback, on as a cameo. He said, "What's up?" Made fun of us. We had your boy Pizza, one of the top Madden YouTubers.
Who I beat week 1.
Who Mike beat. Good job.
Woo!
I did okay, but I lost to Drew. Drew has a good team. Hats off to him. He did very well. I was very pleased with their matchup. I am currently in 7th place, technically.
It's okay. You're an underdog player. That's how you've always been. The wily underdog that scraps his way back.
I'm going to do my thing. Whatever it may be, I'm going to do my thing, and I'm going to compete. I know I got a good team. I got a little bit of bad luck here. I got guys like, I went wide receiver weak, wide receiver light. I didn't attack wide receiver. And wide receivers I do have are A.J. Brown and Cortland Sutton. So wish me luck, guys. You guys want me to win, right?
It's a tough battle, uphill battle with those guys.
But Germ is like a very cocky taco from The League, the TV show The League. And this guy is so delusional about his team that it's ridiculous. Let's load up this draft board here.
So delusional that he picked up Frank Gore off waivers.
That's a good pickup for him. But so I'm in. I have Lev Bell in 1 league out of 13, and I went to go pick up Gore, and I didn't do it. I'm like Gore. Yeah, he's playing his former team. I'm like, I'm not gonna start him.
No,
I'm not gonna start him.
God.
Against the Niners with that O-line.
That's the worst. That might be the worst start of the season.
Yeah, yes, he is the starting running back. He'll get carries. He'll get, whatever. Let's say he'll get 14 carries. What am I going to do with that? Nothing. Yeah, he probably won't even get any reception. So this is Germ's team, guys. Now, most people love these Germ segments we've been doing for the past 7 days, for the past day, for the past one episode.
7 days of Germ.
7 days of Germ. Now, Germ, most people also enjoyed Germ in the draft. Now, some people were about to leave. This is what they claim. They claim that they don't like the draft. Hey, I was about to click off your video, Germ, but something pulled them back. And that's Germ. I'm telling you guys, it's great to have a guy like Germ in your league, especially when he's talking trash. because it's just so funny. He's such a character. Let me read off his team. So he had the 12th pick. As soon as he finished last in that little race we had, and he had the last pick, it was already over.
Yeah.
He said I wanted 12th. I'm good with that, but you could tell by the tone of his voice.
He was not good.
He was already he was defeated. It was already over. He basically said I'm coming in 12th place and cried. That was his tone.
Right.
Guys, 1.12 James Conner. 2.1 Patrick Mahomes. Round 3 Lev Bell. 4 Odell Beckham. Great for him. Round 5, this is probably the worst one. Rob Gronkowski.
No, I told him no. That's horrible.
Guys, where's Rob Gronkowski going in your league? Comment, leave a like. Let me know what round Rob Gronkowski went in your 12-team leagues. He went 14. Yeah, we made fun of people who drafted him in round 7.
But his logic when I asked him, he's like, "Well, last time 5 years ago, he was the best tight end."
Did he really say that?
Yes, I swear. I can't make
5 years ago, Larry Fitzgerald was maybe the best wide receiver.
He's like, last time I checked 5 years ago, he was the best tight end in the league. So you're telling me something's different now?
You tell me times have changed?
Yeah. Lots happened since 2015.
You telling me Fantasy Couch is profitable?
Oh god!
Oh my god!
That's pretty funny. That's rich.
He's so stuck in the past. It's ridiculous. Someone said round 8 is where they got Gronk. And that's because everyone in my league goes off name value. So that's. So
keep going.
Yeah.
Gets worse.
Well, round 6, Keenan Allen was actually a good pick.
That was actually his best pick.
Round 7, CeeDee Lamb. I don't hate it.
Reach.
It's fine. Round 8, Julian Edelman. That's good. Now, round 9, Jerick McKinnon. This is when Germ starts really pulling into the Niner bag here. We're gonna start naming off a lot of ex-Niners right here. Jerick McKinnon. 10 Emmanuel Sanders, who's now a good player.
I guess declining.
Well, while Mike Thomas is out, yeah.
I think he's declining though.
Yeah, no, he's definitely declined for sure. He's already declined, but I'm saying with Mike Thomas out,
well, now
he's a great spot start for the next however many weeks. Bryce Love.
Horrible.
Ravens D, his best pick for sure.
Best pick. When your defense is your best pick 2 years in a row, you probably don't have good teams. That's just,
Greg the Leg, Zerline.
He's even a has-been of his own self.
Yeah.
He was drafting that off of 4 years ago.
Yeah.
Greg Zerline.
Yeah. Legatron, when they used to call him
Legatron. Yeah.
Carlos Hyde, actually a good pick. And then this Larry Fitzgerald. Oh, my God. And Adrian Peterson, who ended up being okay.
His team has an average age of 40. That's horrible.
40 years of germ. The 40-year-old German.
His players are older than him, which isn't good.
Oh, God. How about if this was IDP? We drafted all the old players.
Patrick Willis.
Demore. Who's
Alden Smith.
Alden Smith? Oh, God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Merton Hanks.
What place did he come in last year? Now, this is a sad story. Last year, I believe, was the only time I ever came in last place in the league. And I think I was last place.
Wait, in what league?
I think our couch league.
No, you were not.
I think so.
Germ beat you. No.
Well, let's not put it in those type of terms per se. I think Germ had maybe a 10th or a 10th place finish.
Okay. I'll give you the benefit of the doubt.
I think I had a 12th place finish.
Oh my God, I didn't know that.
Yeah. Hey.
That's pretty bad.
Hey. It's a humbling experience. I guess it's not. I just said that. It's not.
At least you bamboozled me for Amari Cooper at the end of the season.
Which helped you.
which did help
because
me,
you
yeah,
somehow
that's
swindled your way
true.
to
Yeah.
the championship game where the Cowboys completely failed. Amari Cooper put up like
Yes.
4 points week 16.
Yeah.
So I helped you out like
You did somehow
in
in a
weird way. Yeah, I gave you a better chance.
Bizarro way.
Yeah. Couch, you got to retire now. Nah, I'm not retired. It just goes to show you that even greatness like me can, I'm not, in Mike's words, can lose the Germ.
Yeah.
Now, Germ did, I'm pretty sure Germ beat me head to head, though. And that was,
no.
that was, I'd say that
That's a
straight
blemish.
up was bad. Yeah,
That's a
definitely.
That's a blemish.
Guys, David Johnson fell to me, 11th overall. I don't know what to say. Everyone was pumped that I got him. And then I drafted Juju, and after that, it was basically over.
That's all she wrote.
I mean, I got Chris Godwin in round 4.
Oh, that was good.
And I had like a quarterback, and other than that, I had nobody. I had absolutely nobody.
Still fought, though. Still fought till the end.
It's fine.
Never gave
It's
up.
the only time in my career I finished last place. Was it epically bad? Yes.
Yeah.
Was Germ in the league drafting,
Yeah.
Yeah, drafted drafted the
yeah.
same exact way. I mean, his team was even worse last year. I'm not gonna lie, like it was that bad.
Yeah.
It is what it is. So yeah, it could happen to anybody. Don't ever get too cocky. I know I'm a good fantasy player, and this year I started out 0-1. I'm in 7th place, but I'm keep fighting. It's gonna be a close. We already know it's gonna be a close battle in that league. It's gonna be very, very competitive. So we'll see how I do.
It's been a long journey.
Losing to Germ is ultimate L. It hurts.
Damn, he's right.
It hurts. It honestly.
It does hurt. It does.
Losing the head-to-head to Germ was way more hurtful than coming in 12th place.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It sucked. Losing to Germ head-to-head sucked.
It's like a sharp, deep pain that won't. It lingers.
It's okay. I mean. I'm over it. I hated it when it had that week. I hated it a lot. Like it was bad. The people are calling Germ's team Nostalgia.
That's a good one. Yeah, it's a retro team.
Right on retro. Now you're making it sound good. I got that retro baby. No, Team Nostalgia. I like that.
That's a good one.
His team team names also are terrible.
Horrible. Party with Gronk. That's like a 90s
Yeah.
You know.
So Mike's record, what are you, 5 for 6? 5 for 6. Wait, how do you say that?
I won 5 out of 6.
5 out of 6.
Yes. Yeah.
Since Mike texted me that. He's like, I'm 5 for 6. He's showing off, and I'm like, all right, let me go count. And I was like, oh crap, I'm in 14 leagues.
Wow.
I guess.
It's gotta be.
I'm 8-6.
Ooh, all right, over 500, not too shabby.
It's cool. I mean, it is what it is. I lost 2 of them because of AJ Brown. It's so annoying.
I wanted to draft AJ Brown, but he always got sniped. And
good for you. Good. Just like me with Mixon.
Yeah.
I never had in a snake. That's the thing. That's why auctions are so good. You can kind of get who you want, but they're boring and take long. But in a snake, there's just sometimes you really cannot get a player. I either had a top 4 pick. Or I had to wind up with a guy like Eckler or Sanders, because Mixon was taken earlier. Or I had to get Clyde Edwards over Mixon, which was a good move.
Way good.
Yeah, way good.
Way.
I mean, I would have even took Jacobs over Mixon, but I couldn't even get Jacobs in any of my leagues. So
I got him in one. I'm so happy.
That's great. Yeah, he's the thing. Look, he's not gonna ball out like that every week, but he's gonna have that super high floor. He's gonna be good.
Yeah.
Even if he gets 10, 11 carries, I already know that man's going to give you, 50, 55 yards just on a bad day. So he's got that.
He should have won Rookie of the Year, I think. But
he got hurt.
That's debatable,
and, I had to get my boy Kyler in there. Quarterbacks.
Shout out to Kyler.
Positionalism. That's what it is. Quarterbacks are always ahead. So, yeah, I'm 8-6. Not bad. Every time I'm in it, this year it's not as crazy. But usually when I do fan leagues, everyone's gunning for me. Everyone's got a target. People basically solely join the league to beat me. This year, I'm not going to lie. That's It's I don't get that vibe this year. I feel like it's more of a. I feel like everyone's just competing this year and having more fun. As before, it was like people would really like everything that was made was to beat me. Everything was to snipe me, to beat me, to have me be last place every week. Everyone's gunning for me. And this year, yeah, they're doing it this year too, but not as much. I guess that's the appeal of. Is that not the? Would you say that's the appeal of
for
joining
sure,
the couch
yeah.
to beat the brain?
I mean, it's like prestigious, you know? You're kind of like, yeah, everyone's gunning for that top guy. You're a celebrity, a YouTube celebrity, you know? That's what I would want to do.
I can't
if
wait
I
till
was in their position.
Pizza beats Germ.
Oh, yeah, that's going to be great.
Pizza and Germ have a beat. Well, I mean, Pizza doesn't really care.
Yeah.
Because he's got 1.6 million subs. So
Yeah,
when you're
like,
you don't care about anything. But they have a fake beef. Because Germ's just talking all this trash about Pizza's team.
Germ's a keyboard warrior.
Germ's a warrior.
That's true.
He is a warrior.
He doesn't use a keyboard. I'm kidding.
Yeah. He's also a keyboard. But no, he's a warrior in real life.
Say it to you.
Yeah, he'll say it. He's made mistakes in person.
That's true.
Yeah. Yeah.
I misspoke.
He's just a warrior. He's a wild character. Pizza's team's okay. It's not great, but it's okay. He's got Kittle hurt. Galladay hurt.
He's got Big Ben as his starting quarterback. I don't know about that.
That's not good. But Ben's looking good. He shook off that rust. Yeah. I think Big Ben's looking good.
He does look a little skinnier. He lost some weight, so I think that's to keep him healthier. I would imagine.
I think he's looking good, bro. I mean, at the time, I didn't like that. It was iffy, but I think he'll be okay. Just goes to show that you can punt on quarterbacks. Yeah, and like he did well his first week, and you should be fine starting him every week. Big Ben's good. He won 2 Super Bowls, put the team on his back. Air Jordan 23. Thank you, Air to the Jordan. What's up, man? Thank you so much for the donation. He said $1 for the knowledge.
Wow. Dollar make you holla.
Which one do you prefer, asked Royal? Fan League or Expert League?
Choose wisely.
I don't know if I have an answer. I mean, I just love
Experts League.
I just love playing. I love both, man. Because when I do a couch fam league, I mean, that really validates what we're doing, right? That means people are lining up to play with the couch fam and play against me. And it's very it's like, that's so dope, that we created a dope brand and a dope community. So that means a lot to me. But then the competition with the experts, I prefer that. And so I love both. I can't really choose because if we didn't have any couch fam leagues, it just wouldn't be the same. It's not the same community. It's not the same type of feeling. And if I didn't have any experts leagues, I feel like I'm not an expert. I'm just not competing with the big boys. So I gotta have both, and I'm grateful. I'm grateful for both. I'm grateful that people invite me to these expert leagues, and I'm grateful that every time I'm like, hey, we got a fan league, we got a couch fam league, there's always a line. And really appreciate that. I mean,
get you a couch who can do both.
Get you a couch who can do both. Going live on Twitch and YouTube. You can do both. One more question. Well, anything else we want to talk about?
I'm good.
That's all mine. That's all. I talked about Drew Sample, Jonathan Taylor. Wow. I was wrong about the game was an absolute poop. There was some poopy stuff, but I think both teams fought really hard and did well. Good amount of offense. So
Jarvis' hair game was on fire. The blonde and the purple.
The anime.
The troll cut. That looked cool.
But he didn't put up a lot of fantasy points.
No.
Knowing how Barkley and Kamara struggled to return last year with high ankle sprain, don't forget about David Johnson.
Yeah.
Would you trade for Thomas? I probably would not trade for Mike Thomas. Now, keep in mind, you asked a general question, right? So if I had to answer yes or no, I'd say no, I wouldn't trade for Mike Thomas. But of course, there's going to be some type of weird lopsided trades where I'd say, yeah, go get Mike Thomas. You got an IR spot, go get Mike Thomas. But most of the time, no, because he went in the first round in 100% of leagues.
Yeah.
So and he's got the big name. He was number 1 wide receiver last year.
I hate that.
You're probably not going to be able to get him. Yeah, I feel bad for these Mike Thomas owners, man. Like myself, because I was like, why'd you draft him that early? And when some people are like, man, he fell to the 10th pick.
He fell to me. Yeah, that's what happened to me.
It's like,
and the one time I picked a wide receiver round 1, this happened.
What pick was it?
It was like 9th, I believe.
Yeah, after, when it's 8 or after, I'd consider taking him. And 10 is a no-brainer to me. 10, 11, I'll take him 100%.
I had to. I didn't want to, but I had to, just based on value.
Yeah, and in those cases, usually a top 13 running back will fall to you in round 2.
Yeah, exactly.
So you're like, all right, I'm cool. I can get, maybe even Jacobs or someone like that, or Chubb in round 2. Like, that's great.
That's what I did.
Heir to the Jordan, thank you. Another donation. This guy's a big baller now.
Dang.
$2 right here. Would you trade Hunt and Allen?
Who, Allen?
Yeah. You got to say if it's Keenan or Josh. He probably means Keenan, though.
Keenan, yeah.
For Juju, absolutely not. Now, this is a great question. Look, Juju Smith-Schuster looked amazing. He caught the balls. But when you examine this closer, it was actually Big Ben actually spread the ball. I saw Eric Ebron. I saw Vance McDonald. I saw both running backs. I saw James Washington, Chase Claypool looking like a sexy dynasty pick. I saw Dante Johnson. I saw Juju Smith-Schuster, who didn't even get number 1 target share, I don't believe. All of them were used in the passing game. How many guys did I just name? 7?
6, 7. A lot.
8. I named 8 because two running backs, 2 tight ends, and 4 wide receivers. 8 guys in the passing game. And so, no, that's a horrible move. Kareem Hunt alone is probably better than Juju because he's a running back.
For sure.
Running back, trust me, guys. Yeah, right now it doesn't seem like it because Mike Thomas and Golladay and Evans and Godwin and A.J. Brown, they're all hurt. Okay, right now it doesn't seem like it, but week 6, you're going to be begging. You're going to be like, oh, Mr. Couch, I'm so sorry. I didn't believe you. Running backs are so scared.
Mr. Couch. I don't know why that's funny.
That's it. Yeah, Juju Smith-Schuster, look, I wasn't on him this year. He's going to be better than I thought because of Big Ben. Like, it's just the quarterback play makes everything. Other than that, though, man, he may not even be the best wide receiver on the Steelers. I mean, he'll probably score the most points, especially if Dante Johnson's hurt. But I'm not high on Juju. Plenty of wide receivers out in the sea. It's unfortunate that Keenan Allen doesn't have a real quarterback, but it is what it is. Yeah, we're going to end it on there. Guys, Fridays, I'm coming out with the DFS videos, as you guys know. Even if you don't play DFS, a lot of people like those because it's a lot more thinking about game script and upside and sleeper picks. And it's pretty cool to just listen to those. And I'm doing shorter versions this year. I'm trying to keep it under 20 minutes because they used to be over 30. So they're much shorter. So make sure you tune into that. But in the evening, I'm doing weekly live streams every Friday evening for Patreons only. And I'm just going to say flat out, we've been killing it. I'm revealing all my secrets on there. And this Friday, I'm going to be revealing all my DFS secrets. And you guys do want to tune into that. If you're not Patreon, make sure you sign up. Links in the description, patreon.com/fantasycouch. Sign up to our Patreon. It's only $3.69 per month. Benefits include early access to waivers, early access to DFS picks with my complete list, priority to getting your questions answered. So just use the Patreon messages. I answer all the Patreon messages. Weekly live streams, exclusive content like the 2008 videos with Germ looking like a complete idiot. Me and Mike are pretty cringy too. I think I'd be the most cringy.
Yeah, non-beard brain is
I'm behind the scenes.
Baby-face brain, you don't want to see it.
God, yeah, I'm the most cringy, and that's bad. It's very cringy stuff. But yeah, I get access to all those videos from 2008 and other videos like the Joe Mixon exclusive video, which I'm still working on, and I'm gonna upload. So you get all that. It's just $369 a month. This podcast is not sponsored by Manscaped. It's not sponsored by nobody. Because of that, I got my sanity back. I'm able to go. I'm good. I'm feeling great. I'm actually pumped to do all the content now that I don't really have any sponsors. Drafter is going to be the only sponsor this year, folks. And that's cool. It is, they're sponsoring the Saturday shows, but that's a lot of fun to beat the brain. Everyone loves it. Head to head, high stakes. Who doesn't want to watch that? Yeah, it's fun. And I like drafting with you guys. And while we draft, we just, talk football and whatnot. It's fun. We chill there. We do a little $1, 10 cent, snake draft. It's all good. It's fun. But yeah, guys, please support the Patreon. And it's some real benefits. Like, we've did the Patreon before and we did it incorrectly. I was like, I don't got time for that. But this year, I do have time for it. I am doing it. And the Friday live streams. Look, if you don't play DFS, you don't even like what I'm streaming that Friday, there's only 10, 20 people there. So I'm going to answer all your questions live. There's basically zero trolls because trolls don't want to pay for the Patreon. So we're
doing personal greetings now, too. Personalized greetings, like phone greetings?
No, not yet.
You're not doing that?
No, okay. Not yet. Because we got 100 Patreon, so they're gonna be like, "Where's mine?" That's some there's 100. You think so small sometimes, man. But true. I can't do it. Maybe next year I think we can do that, or off season to get them to go. But they got direct access to me, so every message you sent, I'm gonna be right there. I've been answering all of them.
Wow,
benefits,
Patreon fam. Love you guys.
The Patreon, yeah, it's a lot of benefits on there, and man, if you don't join, it's all good too. It's just amazing that a lot of people have helped support and helps us keep going. So, thank you guys so much. Royal says both are 100 out of 10 level cringe. Both y'all were 100 out of 10 level cringe.
Yes.
In 2008. Yeah, they're very cringy. Good thing that's not the only benefit, but it's cool to just check out, how bad we were and where we are now. It's a cool little thing. Thank you guys so much. Make sure you subscribe to the podcast. Make sure you subscribe to both YouTube channels. If you're on YouTube, hit this with thumbs up. Leave a review of the podcast on audio. What are we on? Spotify, Apple, Google, couple other ones, all the major ones. Check out the website fantasycouch.com as well. All the content's on there.
Download the app.
Follow my mom on Twitter and Facebook. Follow my dog, both dogs on Instagram. I already realized I did too much, so might as well make fun of myself. Guys, don't follow anything, don't do anything. I love you guys. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.